What's going on everyone, Ollelito back here with a brand new video on my channel where I will be showing you guys, I would say, a few or like 10 players that will be cheap beasts by the start of EAFC 24. I mean, we will have some more expensive players, we will have some really cheap players that will be fantastic at the start of the game, and then we will have some mediocre players that will be maybe 5 to 10k at the start. So let's just jump in to today's video. The first player for the video is going to be none other than Upendo, who is actually playing for the Red Bull Leipzig at the moment. He has 93 pace, 79 shooting, 80 dribbling and 79 physique. I don't think he will be too expensive at the start, and he's offering that kind of pace that you're looking for with a striker, you know? This pace that can get him in behind all the defenders. And then, as I said, 79 shooting is still decent, so I still think he will be a good striker. As I said, plays for Leipzig in Bundesliga, so he has the Bundesliga links, and it's also Belgium. So yeah, it looks he looks good, and definitely a striker that I might try on the road to glory by the start of the game for sure. The second player for the video will be none other than Bale, who is a great left back, currently playing for Barcelona, of course, Spanish as well, and he has 91 pace. 75 defending, 64 physique and 78 dribbling, so pretty good on the ball, even 73 passing, which is decent. I know his defending is not the best, but I definitely think he will be one of the better left backs in La Liga in this year's game, at the start at least. Of course, I think someone like Mendy will be better, but I think he will be a lot more expensive because he's probably better in defense and physique. And this is also just leaked cards, so we don't know all ratings yet, so this is also why I'm going based off that. So Bale, good left back, and I think will be worth the coins by the start of the game if you're looking to build a La Liga side. And if we're staying in the La Liga side of things, we have none other than Cavani, who I think will be a great addition to the squad if you're looking to build around La Liga, for example, with Bale there, as I had before. 79 pace, 80 passing, 82 dribbling, 76 defending and 80 physique with 66 shooting. So if we're going by Cavani, you're not really looking for an offensive center midfielder, you're looking for someone that can defend a bit more. Can do both, of course, but I'm just saying his shooting and attacking style of play won't be the best. So I think he will be a powerhouse, the guy that's defending for you. If you're looking to play a 2-man midfield or 3-man midfield, I think he will be fantastic in both, to be honest. So Cavani, cheap beast, will probably be a bit expensive, mainly because he's playing in Real Madrid, of course, and is from France as well. So overall, I think he will be one of the cheaper beasts by the start of the game. So we were talking about the French play Cavani, so I was like, okay, I'm going to stick to his nation. We have the fake Mbappe, the cheap Mbappe, whatever you want to call him, Colomboigny, 91 pace, 78 shooting, 86 dribbling, and 67 physique. Of course, he's nowhere near Kylian Mbappe, but if we're looking by price tags, Colomboigny will be a lot, much more cheaper than Kylian Mbappe will be, of course. Of course, Mbappe will be better, but Colomboigny looks good. As I said, his stats looks really good, 84 rated overall. I think he will still be a bit expensive, mainly because he's playing in PSG and he's from France as well, who is a quite popular nation to build your team around at the start. But overall, he looks like a really good striker, definitely someone that I want to try out on the RTG. And also, if you're looking for some extra player that you think is overpowered or cheap beast, let me know down in the comments. I might have missed a few. This is mainly players that I'm going off by leaks, that has been leaked. So Colomboigny looks really good, and we'll definitely start him on my RTG. And then we have one of the most hyped players, I think, on this year's FIFA. We have none other than Juninho, who looks really good. He has 78 pace, 71 shooting, 76 passing, 82 dribbling, 81 defending and 88 physique. Of course, he's playing from Newcastle, he's from Brazil and the Prem. Of course, he will be expensive because I think he will be very high. If we just judge by his stats, he is, I wouldn't say almost in the hooligan game, but every stat is above 70 at least, which is great. And then I think his kind of bigger attributes is more towards the defending part of the field, mainly because his defending is very good and physique is really good. So he will be able to outmuscle a lot of other center midfielders in the middle of the park. And also the fact that his passing is pretty good, and then his pace is around 80, which is perfect for a center midfielder. So Juninho, definitely a player that I want to try out at the start of the game. As I said, I think he will be expensive. Maybe, I'm so bad with prices at the start, but maybe 10-15k. Just if we look by his card stats, he looks fantastic. So definitely a player that I'm eager to try out. For the next player, we have none other than Durian, who recently transferred from Ajax to Arsenal. He looks really good. 78 pace, 80 defending, 80 physique. I think he's quite small, so he's not the tallest of center back, which I usually like, because then they are easier to move around. Usually their agility is better. The only thing could be corners and such. You like to have the players like Van Dijk, of course, who can help you by getting the corners and winning headers. But Timber, I think, looks really good. I don't think he will be super expensive at the start, mainly because we have a few center backs that has the pace now in the Prem. I will be showing you some of the players later on in the video. But Timber looks good. A player that I think will be a cheap beast by the start of the game. As I said, I like players that are not the tallest when it comes to center back, so they are very, very easy to turn with and defend with as well. So Juninho Timber will be, I think, a cheap beast by the start of the game. Next player is none other than Diabi, Moussa Diaby, who recently transferred to Aston Villa. If we look by his stats, he has 95 pace, which is great. 73 shooting, 75 passing, 87 dribbling, and 59 physique. Of course, the physique is not really why you're buying him, it's mainly because of the pace, and you preferably will use him as a winger, I think, bursting down the left or the right side, and then carrying the ball back to one of the strikers that you play with. The thing that's great with him as well is that he is French, so it's easy to link with the likes of Camavinga or Colomwani if you want to do that. But mainly because he's fast, of course. He plays in the Prem, 87 dribbling as well, which is great for a winger. So overall, I think he's looking really good. I think he will be not too expensive at the start, mainly because I think a lot of people will judge him mainly because of his physicality, which I know is not the best. But if you just stay away from physical duels, I think he will be fantastic for you. So can even play as an offensive midfielder if you want. So looking good. Diaby might be a player that I want to try to start, but I will definitely give him a shout and try him out for a few games. Next player is none other than Ademi from Borussia Dortmund. 96 pace, 77 shooting, 71 passing, 81 dribbling, and 68 physique. I think this guy will be one of the guys that you either will play versus a lot, mainly in the first weekend league maybe, or even a player that you will play versus when he's getting substituted, because I think he will be very, very cheap. I don't think there will be a lot of people that will be looking at him. I don't think the Bundesliga is usually the most hype league when it comes to players either by the start of the game. So Ademi, definitely a player that I would try to pick up if you can get him for cheap, of course. Either use him as a substitute or a starter, because as I said, if we look at his card, he looks rapid, offering of course that blistering pace, but also having the finishing, 77 shooting of course. So will be a good striker, and even 81 dribbling, which is still decent for a striker. So overall, I think a very, very good player to try to pick up early in the game. For the next player, we have none other than Guardiola. I know I've been doing a lot of center backs, but I know you guys like me showing these more kind of cheapy center backs more than really the strikers, because those are usually easier to find. So Guardiola, 78 pace, 82 defending, 83 physique. Overall, I think he has everything you need for a center back. He has the strength, the defending, and the pace. That's basically all you need. Great link with the Manchester City players as well, and creation from the Prem. So overall, I think he definitely will be one of the better center backs by the start of the game. If you can get your hands on him early, that would be fantastic. And as I said, I don't really think he will be super expensive. So yeah, overall, I think he will be a good shout to have. For the last player of the video, we will be showcasing you guys Matheus Nunes. I think I pronounced his name right. Currently joined Manchester City from Wolves. Overall, a great card. I won't compare him to Hullet, but still has this kind of stats where he has everything above 70, which looks fantastic. 83 pace, 71 shooting, 74 passing, 81 dribbling, 73 defending, and 77 physique. Overall, I think he will be fantastic at the start. Maybe will be a bit expensive because people will look at his stats and be like, whoa, this guy is basically decent, I would say, at everything. So if you can pair him up with the likes of maybe Camavinga at the start and do a hybrid with Premier League and La Liga, that would be fantastic, I think. Because Nunes, I would say, is more of this, you know, box-to-box midfielder. He can do both. Camavinga we talked about mainly a bit more in the defending kind of part of the pitch, but Nunes can do both. I think he will be a great addition to your team if you were able to get him. And then if I were to play with him and then needing another center mid with him, I would play someone that's a bit more defensive. Because in general, I don't think Nunes will be the type of guy that will defend a lot for you. More doing the kind of flair and being in the box, but also doing a bit of the defensive work. Let me know down in the comments whatever you think about these players that I showcased. Did I miss anyone? Let me know down. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and write something nice in the video. I'm happy to be back, guys. See you in the next one. Thank you so much.